Andretti, one of two teams to keep their driver lineup consistent heading into next year with Herta, Kirkwood, and Ericsson. And I know there's some of the distractions off the track about the future of the F1 program with Cadillac, but you think of other racing disciplines, like a lot of hype for McLaren in F1 this year because they're keeping their driver lineup consistent. In NASCAR, Penske has made very few changes over the last few years. They've won 3 titles in 7 years. How beneficial do you truly think it is for Andretti that they have this same consistent trio from last year?
Well, I think to your first point, which is a great one, and we talked to Colton Herta about it, does this become a distraction? Does the Formula One talk when we get to June, July, when these decisions are going to be made, does that become a distraction? Colton coming off his best overall season, finishing second in the championship, wins his first oval race. Kyle Kirkwood was pretty consistent. And I think with Marcus Ericsson, and I'm pretty close with Marcus. We have some good private conversations. He doesn't believe in bad luck or karma, but if you point to a bad luck driver in 2024, it was Marcus Ericsson. Some was to his own doing. He will tell you that crash at Indy off turn 4 ruined the month. Obviously, the bonehead mistake that he made, thinking the checkered flag was the white flag on that second qualifying attempt on bump day, and then obviously you get yourself into a situation, in turn 1 where you're just in the back and you can't do anything about a wreck in front of you. I think it'll be good. I don't know what it's going to look like as far as deliveries go. There's some different changes and challenges in what these cars will look like. But look, I think Andretti has 3 really, really good drivers. I think Colton can compete for a championship. Obviously, Marcus Ericsson won the Indianapolis 500. Kirkwood led the most laps at Nashville after qualifying on the pole. He didn't have a win last year. Obviously, scored 2 wins in his first season at Andretti. I think having that camaraderie that I know that they have, having those 3 drivers, which sometimes, when you're on a team like Andretti was a few years ago, Ganassi was a few years ago, where you have 5 drivers, sometimes 6 at Indy, there's just too many voices in that engineering meeting. There's just too many voices going around saying different things. And sometimes that can be distracting. I think we're going to see a consistent year out of Andretti.